Hey guys, it's Jeff for this week. Yep, it's that time. Get your bikes out, rev them up, and make as much noise as you can. Even though some of us are trying to rest. All jokes aside though, let's talk about Mel Brooks. If we talk about Mel Brooks, we're going to talk about the one movie we've all been buzzing about. Spaceballs 2. I saw the trailer and I was just done. I was dying laughing. From Us Weekly, the celebrity news, it talked about on the entertainment part everything you need, everything to know about the. Let me start again. Cause I'm talking too fast. Cause I'm so excited about it. On the Us Celebrity News, on the entertainment part, this is what it says right here. Everything to know about Spaceballs 2. Mel Brooks will return in long-awaited sequel. You gotta check this out. I'm gonna of course post the links to this here because you can see it for yourself. I look at Daphne Zuniga, I think Ron Pullman, if I'm correct. The problem is like two of the cast members from the original Spaceballs is not gonna be with us for most obvious reason. John Candy, may rest in peace. I still remember the day that he passed away. I felt deeply sad. It actually hurt though, cause like he's like so beloved and all that. He's not just a funny actor and comedian. He's such a good human being. I think from the set and trains, planes, automobiles, and people have regulated to eating from food trucks and all that. John, out of his own money, helped give these people food. Out of his own money. That is a big deal. Joan Rivers supplied the voice of the female equivalent of CPPO and all that to make sure that Daphne Zuniga's character's virginity is retained on that. But unfortunately, Joan Rivers since passed away. But let's not let's talk about it. Let's just go straight to the article itself. It talks about a new Spaceballs movie is in the works at Amazon MGM Studios. Mel Brooks announced he is returning to the sequel of the 1987 parody. That's old. That is old. My word, I feel old. Yeah. Parody film with a cast full of all-star actors who are eager to bring the colorful characters back to life. Brooks directed and co-wrote. This is Mel Brooks, I'm not surprised. Mel Brooks directed, co-wrote, produced. Don't forget star. Yeah, he had a star role in there too, believe it or not. Produced in the Face Spaceballs film, which also starred John Candy, may rest in peace, Rick Moranis. Oh, it's Bill Pullman, not Ron. Bill Pullman, Daphne Zuniga, Dick Van Patten, George Winter, and Joan Rivers. I'm not sure Dick Van Patten passed away. It probably got terminated later down the line. I know Joan Rivers passed away. I know John Candy passed away. I'm not sure if Dick Van Patten is alive. I don't lie. I don't know. Goes on to say, news of the sequel was the first announced in June of last year. Last year? Oh shoot! Time out. Let me read this back. Okay, June of last year. How did that slip by me? Where Mel Brooks signing on as producer. Shocker. 1 year later, it was revealed that the acting icon will be reprising. Yeah, I knew it. The acting icon will be reprising his role of Yogurt, the parody of Star Wars character Yoda. Let me stop. I gotta calm down. Us Weekly shares everything to know about Spaceballs 2, which I'm not surprised. Okay. Okay. This could be interesting here. Goes on to say, Josh Gad will produce and star in Spaceballs 2. Josh Gad is on the set of Spaceballs 2 alongside Brooks. Months after it was announced that the project was in development, Gad teased that he had finished the script. Okay, cool. Without MGM taking me into their covert prison cells, I can tell you that the draft is done, he told Forbes in November of last year. Everyone who read it has been blown away. The process of working on this alongside Mel Brooks has been one of the highlights of my career. Okay, like I said, Mel Brooks is a legend of Hollywood, period. Gad described the opportunity as a fever dream and said Brooks was so unbelievably supportive, involved, and electrified by this because it's the one that surprisingly got away. Yeah, really. It's a dream to be able to finally make the reality prophesized by Yogurt in the first movie. Gotta continue. I can't say more than that. I can't tell you anything beyond the process at this point, but I can tell you that every hour of every day right now is spent making this project closer and closer to reality, and I think we're nearing the end zone now, right here. That's cool. That's cool. Every time I look at that set with this big giant statue of yogurt, I got vibes of the Wizard of Oz. I got vibes. I got serious vibes. It's a cross between the vibes of the Wizard of Oz to Star Wars. So it's like a strange mix, but this is Mel Brooks we're talking about here, folks. Who else in Spaceballs 2 cast? Good question. Oh no. In addition to Gad and Brooks, Keke Palmer joined the cast, but details about her role as Destiny is largely kept under wraps. But Bill Pullman and Moranis will be reprising the roles as Lone Star and Dark Helmet. Because they have to! Bill's younger son, Louis Pullman, also joined the cast per Hollywood Reporter. He'll be portraying the character named Starburst. Really? Starburst? Dude, Starburst? The son of Queen Vespa and Lone Star. Starburst, really, Starburst. A teaser trailer of Spaceballs 2 was released, yeah. Brooks shared a teaser of Spaceballs 2 on X, which features Star Wars style black background, blue lettering on June 12th of this year. The texture feature on the screen described how many Star Wars films, television shows have been produced in the past few decades, along with multiple Jurassic Park movies, Marvel movies, and shows and expansion of major franchises. In other words, he was roasting everybody. It's like he gave Mel Brooks a flamethrower and he said, like, let's have fun. Oh no. Well, at the end of the trailer, Mel Brooks appeared in Spaceballs sweatshirt saying, after 40 years we asked, what do the fans want? But instead, we're making this movie. Oh no, a clip of the character Dark Helmet flashed on the screen with the words, may the Swartz be with you. Oh no. The Swartz Awakens, stop it. The Swartz Awakens in 2017 also appeared on the screen. What the heck? Oh shoot, I thought it was next year. The Swartz Awakens in 2027 also appears on the screen, and the official premiere date in 2027 has not been revealed. I thought it would be next year. That kind of sucks, but okay, I'll wait for it. But folks, what do you think about this though? Spaceballs 2, The Swartz Awakens.